Hi everyone, it's Desiree. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me for another video. Today I am setting up my budget planner for November. So I have some printables that I just printed out on my printer that I'm going to be putting into this planner. And then I have some new stickers I'm excited to try out in here to plan out my monthly. And then I have a couple of things I want to do to my binders. So first things first, let me go to October. And I will have, or not October, November, I will have the video where I set up my planner. If you're interested in seeing that, like all the things that I use to make this, I will have that linked down in the description. I have this little sheet here that I use to remind myself like when I have bills due. This is on my Patreon. I have this as a printable on there. All of these printables are things that I made, so they're available over there. And yeah, I'm just going to set this up for the month. Okay, actually, let me just put this in here for now. And I'm going to put these sheets in here. These I'm going to hold off on until I get to the binders. And put them here. And then I'm going to add in here. Actually, I need to tape this up first because when I put this planner together, which I'll be putting another planner together for next year, I kind of had to make it myself with pieces from the Happy Planner and then pieces that I made for myself. So I have these weekly sheets right here, which I don't use the weeklies. So I have to tape these together. So just so I don't see these pages that I don't need anymore. But I like to have this sheet here, this back sheet. I do like this sheet. So that's why I have both of these here. And I'm just going to take some tape and tape all this up. It doesn't have to be perfect, so yeah. Just as long as it's taped together. That's all that matters. I'll put that down, and then that should be good. It's never perfect. It's never a perfect. Well, actually, it's not too bad. But at least like now the monthly, and then I go straight to this part here, which is a nice little note section. And then I have my sheets. So I always print out 3 cash planning sheets, front and back, to add into here. There's the cash planning, and then I have the sinking funds tracker. I usually print these in color, but this time around I was running out of ink and I didn't want to go to the store. It was getting late. So I just printed them in black and white. I just grayscaled them. And I think they look good. As long as I have the lines and little sections, that's all that matters. So I have the cash planning, and then I have sinking funds trackers. Just to keep track of all the things in my binders. Okay, so those are the sheets that I like to add in here. And then I'm just going to add some unstuffing sheets. This is also something I made that is on my Patreon. And I like to stick these over here. I have an old one. Let me take this one out. Okay, and then I'll just put them here and then grab them as I need them. And I usually print out like, I think I printed out 6 of these. So I have a good amount for the month. Or if I like mess up, I have an extra. Okay, so let's go to, now that I have all the inserts put in, I'm gonna go to the monthly section here. And this is where I'm going to map out like all of my bills that are due and my paydays and color code, which is my favorite. And like I said, I have this new book from KellofaPlan. I just got this book. It's currently still available, I believe. I don't think it's sold out yet, but it's a really good book. It's gonna help me to do my color coordinating that I like to do, because there's all these like bill due stickers and all these fun colors that I can use to color coordinate. I can even do like for November I can do like a seasonal theme, so I think I might do that. So let's do, like, these are very November, or yeah, very fall colors. All right, so the first bill that I have due is on the 1st, which is rent. So I'm gonna grab this orange color here. And they fit pretty nicely in here. Okay. All right, and then I can write the bill, which is rent. My alarm's going off. Rent. And then I could put total, which I will write that in once it's actually paid, and then it has paid and auto pay. So I'm just gonna click like little check paid once it's actually paid. But yeah, that's gonna be my rent one. And then let's see, what's my next bill is on the 2nd, which is Cox. So I'm gonna put that one here. Cox is my internet. Next is the 8th. Okay, so I usually get paid for my full-time job on Tuesdays. So that's when I put like a little payday sticker and change up the colors. So for like instance, for this one, I get paid on this day, which is still October. So this paycheck will pay for these bills, these orangey bills here. And then I have a new payday, and that will be, actually, I think I want to, these are a little bit different than what I normally use. I'm gonna put this more in the center. Just change it up a little bit. Okay. So yeah, so that bill will pay for these. So when I budget, when I plan out each week how much money I'm gonna take out of the bank to cash stuff, I first come to my monthly, I look at the week that I got paid, and then I see like how many, like what I need to take, what I need to use for keeping the bank for this week. So for instance, this week I need to make sure I have rent, which I always have rent put aside. I always take a payment out from each paycheck, a portion out of each paycheck to pay for that. So basically it's just this bill then, because this is already accounted for. But the Cox one I will pay with this paycheck. Okay? And that's basically the only thing I have to worry about for this week is that bill. Because my next bill isn't until the 8th, and that's a new payday. I do get paid every week at my work, which is really nice. So I don't have to worry about like splitting my paychecks or doing that kind of stuff because I get paid every week. Okay, I think I want to do, let's see, I'm going to do, because I need more colors to go with this theme. So let's go with, I guess I'll go with these neutral tones. All right, I'm going to go with this brown color next. For the 8th, I actually have 3 bills due the 8th, so let's see how these 3 fit on here. I'll have to stack them on top of each other. It might be a little tight, but I think it'll fit. Just kind of have to squeeze them together a little bit. That's okay. And then the 8th, I'll put this one here. It covers up the date a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so I have, on the 8th, I have Prime. So that's Amazon. I have Apple. And I have Netflix, which I'm thinking I'm going to cancel soon because I haven't been even watching it. So I don't know. I might get rid of it. But for now, I have to pay for it. So that's 3 bills here. And then next is the 11th, which is here. So that's still within this payday period. So I actually got this little payday. Put that up here. All right, so then I have the 11th, which is still within this pay period. And I actually have 2 on the 11th. So 1, 2. Okay, so this day I have Geico, which is my car insurance, and SDG&E, which is my electricity. So on this payday, I will have to pay, I have to make sure I keep in the bank Prime, Apple, Netflix, Geico, SDG&E. So that week, I have a total. So this is what I do. I'll just go see which bills I have to pay, and then kind of estimate electricity, which I get a little estimated report during the month. So I just got one. It was around $22. Oops, 20. And then 75, 96. I just count. Oh, no. Sorry, I'm doing this wrong. 1630, $2.99, $15.49, $81.95, and then I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna do $30. It might be a little bit more, but $146. So I'll probably leave in the bank $200 and then also a little buffer. And then whatever's left over, I'll take that out and then cash stuff with it. All right, so that's this week. Let me go back to the fall colors. Okay, let's do this reddish color next. So my next bill is the 15th. The 16th and the 19th is a different week. So 15th and 16th. So 15th, I have 2. So I'm going to stack these 2 together. And on the 15th, I have Verizon, which is my phone, and Zoom. And then the 16th, I have dental. And then I'm going to put a payday here. I like that I'm able to do a seasonal themed one when it comes to the colors. Okay, and then I think that's it for this week because the next one's the 19th and that's a different week. I have a payday here. So the 19th, okay, I need 2 more colors. I'm just going to do this like purpley color. This one's really pretty. Okay, so the 19th, I got a payday. This one is my magic key, which is my Disney pass. Okay, so 19th, I have rent insurance on the 22nd, and the 24th, I have a couple too. Okay. So rent insurance on the 22nd. Rent insurance. And then on the 24th, I have 2. Let me make sure you can see this. Oh yeah, you can. Okay, cool. The 24th, I have Spotify and Instagram. So I pay for Instagram right now because I really don't like that I have to pay for it because I don't like Instagram. I barely post on there because it just is my last thought when it comes to all the things I do. But I did have a little bit of a scare where I thought somebody hacked my account. And I've heard that if you pay, unfortunately, if you pay each month, you get a little bit more service when it comes to helping you with things like that, which is unfortunate, but it is the way it is. And I just got it just for security reasons. If anything were to happen, which things have happened to people I know, like they've lost their accounts completely, and then Instagram doesn't do anything to help you with that, which is annoying. But I think now they give you better customer service, I guess, if you pay, because you're paying, which is, like I said, that's annoying, but it is what it is. So, so yeah, that's the only reason why I'm paying for it. You don't have to pay for Instagram. You don't have to pay for Instagram. I'm just choosing to do it, and I can write it off, so yeah, like I said, it is what it is. All right, and then I have the last week here, my last payday. I'm gonna grab a new color. Let's do this gray. Actually, no, I'm gonna do this more like brown one. I only have one bill due, which is the 30th. That's for Canva, which I love Canva. I use Canva every day, so it's definitely worth. I'm not sorry. Canva's on annual. I was looking at this one. I was like, wait a minute. No, I don't pay that every week or every month. Sorry, Adobe. I use Adobe a lot too. I was actually thinking of getting rid of Adobe for a while, but then I realized I actually use it a lot, and especially since I started making printables, things just print off better off on they just print better on Adobe. So I'm keeping Adobe because it's just, I like it. Especially, like, we use it a lot at work, and that's what I always print everything on, is Adobe. Okay, so let me take this off. So yeah, I have that due, and then that's the only thing I have due that week until, well, technically, I have this one and Cox. But like I said, I kind of figure that out towards the end of the week. I'll look ahead to see what other bill I have for the next month. But for the most part, this is pretty accurate. But yeah, that is how I set up my monthly and how I use color coding to help me figure out what I am going to be budgeting for the week and how much money I will be taking out from the bank to cash stuff. Okay, and I don't cash stuff any of my bills. The only ones I've kind of cashed stuff for were these that I made into annual subscriptions, just saving for that annual subscription amount. But all these, I don't cash stuff for it. It all just stays in the bank because it's just, for me, it's a lot easier to manage it that way rather than going to the bank, making sure the money's in there to pay for my bill. I don't want to deal with all that. So I choose to do it this way and yeah, just keep it in the bank. So this is all auto pays. All right. So now that that's done, basically my planner is all set up for the month. This one's good to go for November. I'm going to move into my binders just to set things up a little bit in there. And also, like I said, this sticker book came in really, really nice, really handy. Let me see what other colors I have in here. This one was fun. I like that I had everything just here to use, which is really nice. Heather also has another book from KellofaPlan. This one was cool too. I like this one. This Budget Basics has a lot of nice like budget kind of stickers and boxes, and I really like these. I love the icons, the illustrations that she used. Super adorable. I just wanted to shout that one out. She also has a planner too, if you're interested in getting like a budget planner. It's not like cash envelope specific, but it's more budget specific, but you could tweak it to make it more cash envelope if you wanted to. But her site's always linked down in my description if you're interested. Okay, so what I need to do in my binders is I'm going to set up some of my savings stuff in here. I will be unstuffing like the majority of these savings challenges and taking it back to the bank, but not yet. But for now, I'm going to kind of prep these a little bit for November. So right now I'm using this little tracker, this cute little tracker, which currently is still available on my shop, the matte ones. I'm going to be making some more like glossy ones if you're interested in that material. But right now I have the matte ones on my shop. It's a whole monthly, like yearly set. Each month has its own little tracker. So I'm going to be switching over to this little guy here. How cute is this one with the scarves for November? Super adorable. So this one is my new tracker, and I'm just going to put this in the back so that way it's good to go for the new month. And then this one, I do a paper one, which I keep back here. So here's the November tracker. This is from my friend Plan with Ilysse from her shop, and it's this cute little cup. So this is what I'll be coloring in. Oh, and I got to figure out what markers I want to use, so I need to grab my markers in a bit. But I'm going to put this now in the back for here. Okay, let me grab my markers so I can figure that out. So I always keep all my markers in this pouch just so that way I have everything ready to go. I'm not using these anymore, so I actually take them out. So I won't be using this orange color because that's what I was using to color the pumpkins. And I'm about to unstuff this, so I won't be filling this in anymore. And for the little cup, I think I want to do, should I do red? No, I'm going to leave red for, no. Maybe I will do red for the cup. I'll just do red. Or should I do brown? Let me see how brown is. Let me make sure it still works. Okay, I'm gonna do this color for the cup. And then I'm gonna take these out for the little witch pig. And I'm gonna go back to pink. Let me see, pink. And then I'll make the scarf. I think I wanna make this scarf blue, just to change it up a little bit with the colors. Blue, actually no, red. I should do red. So I already got the pinks in here that I used for the pig. And I always like to use wet erase markers. I have this red here, which is a wet erase, so you can just use water to remove it, which won't damage the matte lamination. So I have red, but I'm also gonna grab, just in case I don't like how this looks on the mat, I'm gonna grab these. These are super tips from Crayola. These are washable too with water. And I love that there's a bunch of colors. So I like all the options. So I'm just gonna get this red here, just to see which one works better, which one I prefer. I'll figure that out later, but at least I have these options in here for now. And everything else, I'm gonna put this, no, that's correct. Okay, everything else is staying. All right, cool. So I figured out the marker situation. Okay, and those are good to go. Okay, those are the only things I needed to set up in here. Yeah, and then like I said, I'll be unstuffing the majority of this money soon. So when I start in November, a lot of these envelopes will be empty. Okay, the last thing I want to do is just check my binders and see if I need to add in any new sheets. If anything is kind of like to this area when it comes to all the writing, I'm going to switch it out for a new one, just because it makes things a little bit easier. And I find that I don't have to do this during the weeks because I did it at the beginning of the month. Just makes it one less thing I have to worry about or do. So like for instance, this one, I'm going to switch out because it's almost full. So I'll just give it a brand new one for the week or for the month. Holiday decor, $220. Okay, and then I'll just get rid of that one. I'm sorry, I wrote the wrong amount. I was supposed to write 112. 112. I was like, I don't have 220 in here. Not bad. Okay, let's see. Fun is good. That one's good. Okay, I think I'm gonna switch out hobbies. Let's give that one a fresh one. Hobbies. Get 70. Haven't had time to do any fun hobby stuff. I've been wanting to like crochet and do that kind of stuff again, but it's just, I don't have time for it. It's so time consuming, but hopefully soon. Now that it's like, I want to watch some movies. I could do while I'm watching movies maybe. We'll see. Auto repair. Do I want to switch that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I usually just, I don't think I'm going to be pulling from this, so I think that should be good for the week, for the month. I'm going to switch out electronics though, just in case. It's a little bit fuller. Electronics has 30. Let's see, emergency, I'm going to switch out. Okay, so emergency has 1963. Must have 2,000 in there, which is nice. Extra savings is good. Furniture, I'm going to switch this one out. Furniture has 103. Rainy day. Oh yeah, rainy day definitely needs to be switched out. $47. Road trip is good, Scentsy good, subscriptions is good, and travel is good. Okay, so those were good. Let's go into this binder. Beauty, I think that should be good. Clothing is good. That one's good, good. I'll switch this one out. Gifts. Gifts has 110. All right, so that one is good. This binder doesn't have trackers, so I'm good on that one, but I do have some wallet or some envelopes in here that I could possibly switch. So Costco's good. Home decor is fine. Okay, I think those are good. All right, so that is basically all the setup I needed to do for the new month. That is everything. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're interested in this book, the site is linked down in my description. It's definitely a good one to pick up. But yeah, everything is all set up for November. So thanks for watching, for taking the time out of your day to watch me set up my planner for the new month. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.